Hey, this is Aaron from the American Scout channel, and I've got part 4 to show you. So this is how far we've come since my last video. I've got a lot more wood framing and structure put in. I've got the hot water heater in. We've got the converter in, the water pump, and the fuse panel there. And then there's our extension cord to run out to an outlet if I'm going to plug in outside. Say hi, boys.
Hi.
They're my boys. We've been working a long time, huh?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And got wiring ran through. This is going to be a box up here to have the wiring kept inside the box.
Yeah,
The
and
bed will sit from that wall to about right here-ish somewhere.
Yep.
And then this box will be up here, and I
Daddy.
can put accessories or something on there
yeah.
if we're going to put our keys up there or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Just somewhere to store stuff. But the plumbing was ran. We unhooked it from the hot water heater. The water tank has also been blocked in up here. These blocks here. That's where the water tank sits. And everything's been ran to the back, so pretty much got all my plumbing done up here. And then all my plumbing will run back, and wiring will run back in here. And then it'll come up, and the sink will be here. I got this all framed the other day.
Yeah,
it's all pretty much ready to go.
So what the work?
Lots of work.
I gotta show you something.
What do you gotta show me?
I gotta go.
Hey, show them where the window's at.
The window is gonna be right here.
Oh, yeah.
But
Where's the door gonna be at?
be right here.
No, not right there.
Right here.
Right here, yep.
Right there, and so.
Where's the other window? Do you know where the other window's gonna be at? There's gonna be one right there.
This one is gonna be one right there, and this one this one is gonna be the wall,
Yeah,
and
that'll be a wall.
and
That'll be the galley, huh?
yeah, that'll be
Galley
the
will
gal.
have a sink,
Yeah,
and we're gonna have a stove there.
and host
Which we cook.
stove, and I got something else.
And then this will be a bed for
Yeah,
maybe one or two kids. And then I'm probably still thinking I'm gonna put a bed up top. My dad got all the wiring ran
that's
for
a
me.
work, Daddy.
And figured all that out for me. And I've got to have a couple lights strung right here and here. I'm gonna have the fan here, maybe one more light here, and maybe two more in the back. Now this one will not be operated with a switch other than the switch on the light itself. Those two will be operated from a switch in the back in the galley. These two will be operated by a switch on the wall. Let's see, oh, I don't know, this wall right here. I was lost here for a second. This one right here. So there's our switch wiring right there. And
Let me get out.
let's see.
got-
What else did we do? One thing that I miscalculated is the box I was going to put up here. When I open the hinge, it hits. And other than that, it was fine. But because of that, I'm gonna have to do away with the box. But that's okay. I've got some grating we'll put in there, and then I'll just have my battery in a little battery box there. So that's ideas got scrapped. So the one thing that if I was to do it a little bit differently, I would have seen if I would have made this a different angle on the bottom here, because this to me is just really tall for most people. But I think I'm tall, so it's okay for me. But depends on where you're. If you're not perfectly level or whatever, it might be tall, it might be short, depending on your surface of your ground here. So that's going to be a little higher than I.
So I gotta show you something.
Okay. This will be a 3/4 inch higher than this, and that'll be a tabletop there. So next steps are to. I got some linoleum. I'll show you that. I'm gonna put the linoleum in, and then we've got to do the interior paneling, and I'm going to do the galley tabletop and the tabletop for this over here. I'm just call it tabletop. This is the bed. We got 3/4 inch ply. It's going to sit on top of this. 3/4 inch ply. Sit on top of this. Let's see, trying to think what else. Let me go show you that linoleum real quick. You gonna come? Linoleum. So here's my linoleum. It's a nice gray wood flooring look to it. I got that at cost from a flooring place. They had that piece left. Just paid about a little under $90 for that. Yeah, so we're sitting about 2 months now. Last week was a real struggle with getting things done. It was so hot outside, and so it's been kind of slow going, and I've had a lot of interruptions. But I got this week that I'll be working on this, and the weather's starting to cool down a little bit. So hopefully should have quite a bit more done by the end of this week. That's the goal, is to get the inside sheeting all done, and then maybe even start getting some of the insulation in. So, alright, so I wanted to show you what I've done yesterday, since I have done zero filming on any of this. I've got the sink mounted down in on top of the countertop. Neither the countertop or the sink are permanent yet. I had this is supposed to be sit flush with this, but this is not sit flush here, because I've decided I didn't want the galley door sitting up on top of the countertop, because once you open the door, there's still a ½ inch lip there, and I think that would be a little annoying trying to get into the sink with that lip there and cooking with the lip there. So I decided I was going to cut underneath here with the router, just kind of trim this down. You can see what I've done here. I've just routed it out underneath and cut out slots where the door latches. So there's that. There's that. So this door will literally have a gap to slip under in here. So it'll actually sit up on top of this and not up on top of this. I don't know if anybody else has done that before, but that's what I've been working on yesterday. That took me quite a bit of time, trying to keep putting it up and checking it. And then the issue I don't like about what I did is these big holes here I've got going on. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to put a piece of aluminum, and I'll just set it across there, and then it'll be fine. So I might even route that down for the piece of aluminum, just a real thin piece, just to cover up those bigger gaps. Because the door edge would be right in here. The trim for the galley door would kind of be right here on the inside. So I just had to make sure it wasn't. I had to cut it out so it would actually slip in. Anyway, so that was kind of a pain. Might not be the best thing to do, but it's done. That's what I did. The next thing I want to show you that I didn't show yesterday, we're looking at here. So the wiring, I wanted to protect the wiring through the steel. So I've been doing a little bit of 3D printing, and I printed these grommets, pretty simple print, and I printed a bunch of them. And so that's what we've used to go through all the steel. You can see here. There it goes. Yeah, you can see that there. Another thing we've done yesterday, I got this backer in here. This is for the area for the water tank that separates that from the sleeping quarters. Up here will be a little tabletop with a hinge, so I can access the water tank, the water pump, hot water heater. I can access all the inverter and the fuse panel. But this will be a bed up on top for the kids. And that's as far as I've really gotten today and yesterday. I've had a few interruptions, but anyways, so yeah, that's what I've done. And I want to figure out what I could do for the other side of the galley. I didn't want to just have a plain tabletop where I've got all this space under here. You can see all that space. I mean, it's just gonna sit open, and I wanted to maximize that space. I could just cut the hole at the top and then just have it open and just put a plate in there when I don't need it, but I want to have something nice. So here's what I've done, and this might be another hokey idea of mine. But what I've done, I searched online, couldn't find anything I was satisfied with, especially for a decent price. So I went to our thrift store and I got a dish here, and I was gonna cut a hole, sit that down in, have that flush, and then have a little top, a little plate that sits on top. I didn't like that too much. It wasn't deep enough, wasn't big enough. Well, it's deep enough. I don't know. Just wasn't quite fond of just that. So I bought it anyways, it's only a couple dollars. Then I found this sweet crock pot, and inside the crock pot is the dish. Removable tray, whatever you want to call it. I was thinking I would cut this lip off right here, and then that would be the edge, and I could set that down in there. Not down. Or another thing I could do, and this is kind of hokey, but I could take the put this underneath and just screw it up underneath, and then I'll cut the hole, just get my router route out that nice and flat. That might be a good idea. But this one is much bigger than the other one. I just gotta make sure the depth will work. That's the biggest trick with this one. But that didn't cost me very much either. It was like $10. So this should be pretty good. That's kind of a waste of a nice big crock pot. Anyways, that's where I'm going with it next. It looks like the bed arrived today already, and I haven't opened it yet, so I'm gonna take a look at that too. In fact, maybe we'll do that right now. Alright, come sit on the couch with me. Look at that couch. We can sit and watch movies in our trailer. That's the camping life right there. No, it's not. I'm just saying. But I think that's a pretty good deal for $130. Queen size mattress, 4 inches thick, 60 widthwise, 80 inches lengthwise, and memory foam. It folds up into a couch. It's pretty good. I mean, I thought maybe get a thicker mattress, but this will work. So that's our mattress. So I got the mattress from Amazon for $130, queen size mattress, 4 inch thick, 80 inch by 60 inch bed, and it folds up into a couch. I think that's pretty good quality for $130. That works for us, so we'll see how comfortable it is to sleep on. But anyways, it should fit and everything. Let's see what else I need to show you. I think I'm gonna get working on this tub here though. Get that going. And I think I'm not gonna use that one right at the moment, but I might use it somewhere else. We'll see. But I like that one. Alright, so I took that crock pot and I took out the insert. That's the insert. I cut the lip down so it's not protruding out. And then this is actually the boiler pan, yeah. So I took that crock pot apart. It was probably a nice crock pot, but I destroyed it to get what I wanted to do. So we've latex caulked underneath this, and then we screwed them down with screws. Yeah, so screwed them down, and then my next step is to flip the countertop back over, and then take the router, that router bit right there. We're gonna take it and I'll just route out the insides of both both those pans. So now it's done. You see how good that looks. Let me get the sawdust out of here, but that turned out pretty good. Looks like it scuffed up the enamel on that pan, but I can paint that, so it'll be okay. But yeah, there you go. There's most of the galley right there. I'm trying to debate if I put that smaller one here. I'll think about it for a bit. But I'm going to have a board that probably just covers these up, or I'll have a piece of brushed aluminum that covers it up and just hinges open for the whole entire, both sections. And I'll just cook on top of it. So that should be pretty good. Hopefully I'll have a lot more to show you by the end of the week. So once again, my name is Aaron. Thanks for watching this, and keep following along. I appreciate it. Thanks.